Hey everybody, it's time for the Marvelous Donahues. How you all doing today? Hey, this is the Donahue's Marvelous Life. It's another video in our retirement series. If you followed along with us any time at all, you know that next couple years or so, I'm going to be retiring. My wife will retire with me. My lovely wife, Kathy, will be retiring with me. So it'll be kind of a joint retirement. So you know what? The other day, we were kind of talking about dates and stuff. We said, hey, how about this date? That's a great date. So she says, hey, let's try this date. I said, okay, let's take a look. So we're going to let you guys know. Nothing's final yet, but we're gonna let you all know, what we're doing. And I wanted to talk about today, and as I was sitting around today thinking about what I did want to talk about, I realized we get a lot of messages from subscribers and non-subscribers, and I hope you do subscribe to our channel. We're steaming our way to 300, so please help us with that. And one thing that comes up all the time is, hey, Marvelous Donahues, how did you get ready to retire? How did you guys get prepared to retire? And I said, you know what? I'm going to answer that question today. So the answer to the question is it's planning. If you watched our New Year's video, we have 3 watchwords, if you want to call it this year. Prayer, planning, and perseverance. So this is in the planning area of retirement. So anything you want to plan to do, you want a goal. You want to be, it's kind of like Michael Jordan throwing in a basket, and some reason they take the basketball hoop away, the goal, and he can't make a basket. Well, you can't make a basket if you don't have a goal. You don't have a way to achieve your goals. So this requires planning. So one thing I realized is there's a lot to retirement. There's a lot to plan and think about what you're going to do. And one of the biggest things I tell people is figure out why you want to retire. You know, everybody goes, well, how am I going to do this and how am I going to do that? But figure out why you want to do something. Figure out the why in your retirement. If you watch some of our other retirement videos, one thing we say is research. But today we're going to talk about how I kind of got off the ground with retirement and getting all planned up. And the first thing that I did was, and I'll just show you some tricks of the trade, so we call it, is just different notebooks that I took notes in. I'm not going to show you all my notes, but here's a little snippet there, some more snippets. But what this illustrates is just we took a lot of notes. I got another notebook here. I got actually 3, but I'm going to show you today. But just a little bit of a glance at some of these. But anyway, I took a lot of notes, and this is almost full. This is almost full of notes about what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, why we're going to do it. And I realized that, like I said, I had to get planned up, if you will. So the thing I first realized is that my job, and I don't know about your all's jobs or, where you work or anything, what I did was I realized, number 1, I had to get organized. Number 2, I had to start to go to seminars. My job has seminars. They have retirement seminars that are held periodically. So what I tell people is go to those seminars. Plan to go to those seminars. They could be anything from learning about Social Security rules to your, we call it TSP, Thrift Savings Plan, or 401k, things like that, investment accounts you may have through your work, your employer, pension, things like that. But anyway, go to those events. Find out, check with your HR or payroll people or somebody like that in your organization. Say, hey, listen, I want to go to some retirement seminars. Do we have that? And I have a lot of that in my organization. So I started going to those, and I think I started probably 4 or 5 years ago. This has been a long time coming. We've been planning this for 4 or 5, our things for about 4, 5, 6 years now. And it's not overnight. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Of course, you've all heard, I'm sure you've heard that saying before. But anyway, it's a marathon. You definitely have to start going to those seminars if you can, or you find stuff online. You can go to YouTube. You can find just different seminars in Social Security may have some. Go on the web and look through and find some seminars. But anyway, you go to those seminars and they'll teach you all the latest tips. They'll teach you all the latest rules and regulations, which is very important because you want to definitely know what's valid, because there's a lot of, I guess we'll call them armchair quarterbacks, people that kind of say they know stuff and tell you about stuff, but they're really not maybe up to all the latest rules, regulations, and guidelines and things like that, especially when it comes to retiring from your organization. So whatever your organization is, wherever it is, you definitely want to take advantage of some of these seminars. The next thing we did was, I showed you some of the notebooks before, kind of in fun, but here's another notebook. This is my master notebook. So I don't usually show this to folks, but I'm not going to go into all these because it's got some stuff in here, but you get personal, secret, classified stuff. But anyway, I've got some different things that I've got. I haven't got really fancy. I even got a little flap I made in the back, and I have little loose pieces of paper. But in here, I have just different notes, just different sets of notes. And a lot of these are from the seminars that I go to. And you know what I do? Funny enough, or maybe I'll just kind of show you a little glimmer there. I cut them out. I have seminars. I print out the notes because, most of these seminars will give you some notes to take, or, some PowerPoints or something like that. And I cut them out and I put them in my book. I don't use this quite as much as I used to. I've used this over the last maybe 3-4 years. In fact, appropriately enough, it says retirement on there, if you can see that. And what I did is I made different, you can kind of see these little tabbies, and I'll kind of read some of the tabs off to you. So the first one I have, tab 1 says questions. What questions do I have about retirement? So I start to write down all the questions I have, and there's probably, I don't know, I got 4, 5, 6 pages here. And I will tell you that I have narrowed that down to about 1.5 pages by now. So this has been a long time coming. I'll tell you, I'm just going to read these to you so you can kind of, do your own thing. So this is like my 401k one. I'll just kind of hold it up and kind of wiggle it at you there. This is my 401k. So this is everything that's dealing with my employer 401k, thrift savings plan, whatever you want to call that. So that's another tab. Now, these are all the questions, concerns, anything else I have, all the details about how to retire. So one of the things we're going to think about doing, and I think my wife and I have figured this out, is we're going to convert our 401k when I retire to an annuity, because we want to start to develop, and I have another seminar for this, but we'll have another one coming down the road. But this is going to be to develop a residual income and develop what I call an income bridge between the time I retire and the time I get, let's say, Social Security and things like that. So, but I'll cover that in another video. So, and then I have one, here's an investment one. So anything in some of my investment portfolios that I have that I want to take notes on and figure out what I need to do, I do that. This one, finances. So how do I balance my budget? How do I figure out, what's coming in and what's going out when I retire? And this is going to help me understand and help you all understand where you're going to sit, what your retirement's going to look like when you actually retire. Because what I find, a lot of folks sometimes when you're so excited about retiring, you don't cover, or you don't think about certain things. This is going to help you. Getting a notebook together is going to help you really crystallize, really figure out what you really need to do to get prepared. Let's see, what are some of the other ones I have? Let's see. Yeah, taxes. So one thing we're going to do is we're going to figure out that tax picture. We're going to go overseas. I'm looking right now for an international CPA to help us figure out how taxes are going to work overseas. I think I told you I have I got my Irish citizenship, I have my Irish passport. So we're looking into things like that. So those are things that are important. Taxes, how that's going to play out, how we pay taxes here, how we're going to pay taxes overseas, whatever the case may be. So need to answer those questions. So the next one's pension. So we got that. I have another one here, military service. I was in the Army for approximately 18 years, mostly in the reserves. My wife was in 10. So how the military information is going to be relevant to our retirement picture. So we're doing that. So those are just some of the main categories. And like I said, I got that cute little pocket I made in the back because those are some of the active things that I've got going on where I'm going to look at getting some more information from some of my employer organizations. So I have to do that. But that's really the big thing is to plan, take notes, and make a notebook. You know, it doesn't have to be like mine. You can make it anything you want. But you know what I found out? You got so much going on when you're trying to plan for retirement. You know what I found out? You forget stuff, you know, and that happens to the best of us. So what I found out was let's get organized. And that's what I'd recommend to everybody is just get organized, figure out what you need to do, how you need to do it. And then you know what the best part of all this is when you have a big list of stuff, you can cross stuff off. You figured this thing out, cross it off. You figured that thing out, cross it off. So it's going to help you. It's going to help you in the long run. And as I told you, I had, 5, 6, 7 pages of notes before, about questions, things I was concerned about. I'm still concerned, but I have answers that will help me not be as worried, fearful, uneasy about it. But there'll be times that you'll be concerned, and those are going to come. But knowledge is power, and being knowledgeable about your retirement and what you're going to do and how you're going to do it is going to be the key. And that's really the key to everything about it. So anyway, that was just a little bit of a glimpse into this. Is take notes. I hate to say this, take notes, and then just get your answers, get the answers to your questions. And that's really the biggest key to your success in your retirement journey, because it is a journey. Like I said, it's a marathon, not a sprint. You can do it. I'm doing it. My wife is doing it. We can do it. So anyway, that's all for today. Hope that helped you out. And again, Tom from the Marvelous Donahues. And please like, subscribe, and comment. And until we meet again, have a great day, and we'll talk to you later.